It's like a little, have you ever played Pac-Man? It's like the little sort of Pac-Man sort of going around. So, Facebook Live, guys. Let's get you started with Facebook Live. Let's get you going. Let me give you 3 tips to get over the fear of going live. Let's do this. There is no faster way to get exposure or momentum in your business if you are building your business through social media online than doing live video. So what we want to do for you is, and with you, is to get over the fear factor of actually doing it. So not only doing it, but doing it more consistently and knowing what to do. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Please, Facebook, don't tell me you're not showing me comments. Is anyone saying hello? Is anyone on? Is anyone, if you've already commented, can you put some loves and likes in the corner for me? Then I'll know that I've got my problem with comments again. No, Sean. No. I can't see any comments and you're liking and loving and there's no comments coming up. This is not a good advertisement for Facebook Live, Facebook, if you don't let me see the comments. How random is this, guys? I've got it, then I don't. Yesterday I had it, today I don't. Lucky I've got my little trusty backup here. Not good, Facebook. Not good. So let me see if I can go into my hi guys, if you're saying hello, I'll get there in a minute. So if you are with me live, please say hello. Put the palm tree down below. The palm tree emoji is our emoji for this Facebook page here. If you are a member of my free Facebook group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, put the little fishy down below as well. I don't want to get started, Facebook. What are you doing to me? So let's see if I'm live. Here I'm live. So there are people saying hello. This is just crazy, Facebook. What have you got against me at the moment, Facebook? So Sean said hello, Helen and Henry. We've got Henry over here joining us as he does every day. Hi, Glenn. How are you? Hello, Rob. Hey, Patricia. How are you? I know, Patricia, it's playing up again. Hey, Julian. How you going? You've been going live. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I'll try to keep an eye on the comments down here. This is just not fair. Not fair, Facebook. But what I want to share with you today is just giving you, this is really more for those of you that have never done a Facebook Live before. But those of you that are doing Facebook Live, you still might get a couple of tips out of what I'm going to talk to you about today. Because there's, if we can just make it a little bit easier for you to push the button and actually go live, then we're one step closer to getting it done. Am I right? Send me some likes and loves, for that. Hi, Julie. How are you? Proud of you, Julianne. Tony. Hello, Tony. How are you? If you can see me looking down and you've just joined me, I can't see comments again. I had it yesterday. So why I don't have it today, but you know what? You just got to roll with it. So this is technology. If you grow your business on social media, then these things are going to happen. We're in the hands of somebody else, Facebook in this case. And if we don't have comments, we don't have comments. Now, you guys might not have a spare phone to check the comments. And if you don't, then you just talk and you deal with it and you roll with it by saying, as I will, still put your comments down below and I will talk to you after the live. So it's all good. We just got to do it in a more sort of creative way. So it's not the end of the world. We just roll with it. If we've not met before and we are meeting for the first time, my name is Helen Martin. I am your online crew captain. I am here serving this online community here of home-based business owners, teaching you how to leverage social media to bring your business online, because we don't want to chase anybody about our business. We don't want old school tactics. We want modern social media strategies to build our business. So when we've got a cracking business, we're all on this cruise ship together, going on a holiday, sipping cocktails. Mine's a classic margarita, or if I'm drinking with Brody, it's a lime margarita, or a gin and soda, gin and tonic, something like that. So we're all on this cruise ship together. Who's coming with me? So if you're coming with me, put me down below in the comments section below. That is the challenge. Hello, Crystal. Hey, I can't see comments again, Crystal, so I'm checking my phone. Not cool. Oh, no. Yeah, so just one of those things again. So what I want to share with you today, oh, and I do want to say, Crystal, so you're on. I watched your video from, was it yesterday or the night before or something like that? Now, this is a perfect example of how to brave Facebook Live by using something in your personal life. So if you've never gone live before, our objective is to just get our face on camera first. We don't want you to go live and talk about business straight away. We want people to get used to seeing your face on camera and get you used to talking on camera to sort of other people. So we just want to use, and I'll get into more detail in this in the next coming days. We just want to use what's going on in our life and what we're up to, and this will relate to tip number 1 in a moment, and just sort of talk about that. So Crystal's daughter was sick. I hope you don't mind me sharing this, Crystal. Crystal's daughter was sick just recently, and she'd put some posts on about Facebook, and a lot of people commented in saying, I hope she's okay, you know, lots of love and support. So Crystal went live and just said, thank you. So thanks for all your love and kind words. This is sort of what happened. This is what happened at the hospital, and this is where she's at now. And I just want to say, you know, thank you to everyone for your support and your lovely messages. It was absolutely beautiful. And so, but she used the opportunity to go live to say that. Perfect, Crystal. Perfect. So it's just a way to help you push the button, go live with something that's happening in your life sort of just normally, but using the opportunity to let people see your face on camera. So anything happening like that, you put a post on social media and there's a reaction to it for some way, that is a perfect opportunity for you to go live and just say thank you. So great example there from Crystal. Vivi also did it the other day. I think she wrote on my live yesterday that she went live for the very first time. Now, she did that on a business page. Some of you will be going personal page. Some of you will be doing business page. I'll talk about that in the next couple of days, as well. And so depending where you're going live will depending what you say. But Vivi openly said, this is my first Facebook Live, so my daughter and I thought we would do this together, and I just wanted to share with you that I'm going back to Paris, I'm going to France next week, I'm so excited, blah, 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 and I want to share with you what I'm doing, you know, when I go there and whatever, and just use the opportunity that she's going away for Christmas, on her business page. So was she talking about business? No. Was she pushing business? No. Was it a great opportunity and a little bit of a story to share of what she's up to? Yes. So perfect. So Crystal and Vivi, great job for just, getting it done, and going live with those opportunities. Because at the moment, if you're not used to live, you just want to go, hi. And if it's your first live, like Vivi did, she said, this is my very first live. And she told people. So be real. That makes you real and authentic. And I really want to get through here that you want to be real and authentic in your videos. You do not want to be perfect. You do not want to have everything sort of set up that it looks like you're a professional on video, because 1, you're not, and 2, that's not real with where you're at with live video. So sorry, I've missed some comments here. There's a pain in the bum not seeing your comments come up. Julianne's got me, Rob, me, Sean, me, Julie, me, palm trees and fishies. She still hasn't got her emojis worked out. Crystal, I am sharing my body transformation and the things I'm learning, sharing tips. Perfect, Julianne. Hello, Tina. How are you? My comments are not working again, so I'm reading off my phone. I forgot to even introduce myself in my video. So on a personal page, doesn't really matter. That's where you did it. So because they're all your friends, which is something that I'll talk about at the moment, whether it's public or friends. So that's one of my tips that I'll get to. So it depends on that, but that's okay. That's why we want to practice and just, say something that's going on in our life to remember, oh, I didn't introduce myself. Sometimes I forget. Like I'm just talking to you guys because all you regulars sort of pop on and then I think, oh, if somebody new was watching, I didn't even introduce myself. So I do it too, guys. It's completely fun. So it's just don't overthink it. Oh, Crystal, you're making me blush. No, you did a really good job, honestly. Hi, Sandrine. How are you? Lovely to see you on live. So the first thing we want to sort of think about with going live is how you're going to tackle it. And some of you may know, and some of you may not. If you're watching the replay, just put the word replay down below. I'm doing a video challenge next week. So I'm talking about Facebook Live this week here. So for those of you that are going to join the video challenge, I read out all the names yesterday on my Facebook Live. So if you haven't indicated to me that you want to participate in the challenge and you want to, just put the words I'm in down below and I'll add you to the list. So the next few days I'm setting you up to actually go live. So we're just covering a few basics. If you don't want to participate in the challenge, but you want to learn a few tips, well then guess what? You're going to learn those as well by listening here, but I'm not running the challenge here. I'm running it in my Facebook group, which if you are not a member of, it is free. So just get yourself in that group. Ask to join. The link is up above in the description. So just click on that link and ask to join, because the actual physical sort of challenge part of it, which is starting next week, will be run in the group. So the daily sort of things that I'm going to tell you to talk about and give you ideas on will all be done in there. This is just the setup for the challenge, but if you're not participating in the challenge, that's cool as well. You'll just hopefully learn a thing or two about Facebook Live and how to tackle it moving sort of forward. So the first thing that we want to sort of establish is if you are going live, so this is is where you're going live from. So are you going live from a personal page or a business page? So for those of you that want to participate in the challenge, let me know that so I can get a bit of a feel for where you're going live, because that'll help me in establishing what ideas I give you, because it will probably be different if you're going live on a personal page to a business page. Now, some of you may not have a business Facebook page yet where you're self-branding yourself and all the rest of it. So you're just going live on your personal page, which is cool. We just don't want to get ourselves in Facebook jail. And if you've never gone live before, we just want to say hello and get our face on screen for the moment. So this is all about personal development for you. This is all about building relationships, getting eyeballs on you, getting people curious about what you're up to, and creating momentum and rapport and your credibility and your influence online. So there's a whole lot of reasons why you want to do this. And if you want to start your business off with a bang in 2019, start your live videos now. Get in the challenge. It's starting next week. I think it's the... let me just check the date that I chose. It is the 11th. So it'll be starting on December 11th, and we're only doing it for 14 days. This will be the easiest video challenge you've ever done. They're normally 21 days or 28 days because that's really what helps concrete a habit. Anything longer than 21 days, preferably 28 days or more, helps you create a habit. So 14 days may not help you create a habit, but it might help you overcome the fear. And it might help you do them more regularly, which if you're not doing them at all, you're already winning, okay? So the 11th is when we're going to officially kick off your first live if you haven't done it at the moment. So Julianne, you're in. Tony, you're in. Julianne's tagged some people. Now, this is the tip number 1. Don't do it alone. Do it with some friends. The whole reason you want to do this is so it's fun. Live video can be scary. We want it to be fun. So let's have some fun together. Let's support each other. Let's make this, a bit of a challenge and lots of fun to participate. There's nothing worse than going live on your own, not knowing what to say, not knowing how to do it, not knowing, how to sort of structure it and those things moving forward. So the purpose of the challenge is to give you that support in a group scenario, and you guys can support each other and you can comment on each other's lives because you're going to know who's in the challenge. So it's about creating an atmosphere for you to help you get it done rather than sitting back and going, I really don't want to do this. This is scary. So there's 20 or 30 other people going, we're all scared too. Let's be scared together and do it together. And there will be people in the group that are doing the live that have been doing lives for a while, and they can give you tips. So they can say, guys, I did a live today and what worked really well was. Or you can get in there and go, guys, I went live today and it was a disaster. Give me some support, put comments on it anyway, because I won't let you delete them. Okay? We don't want to delete our first live videos because they are awesome part of your journey that you want to look back on and replay them when you're a whiz on video and go, have a look at my first video. How awful was that? But that's your story to help somebody else that you're working with go live. So you don't want to delete your bad videos, guys. You want to keep them, okay? So Rob's personal page, business not finished yet. Simple, easy and fun. Yes, Julianne. Sandrine, so excited. Sean, personal page. Yep, do not have a business page yet. All good. Business page and branding page. So Tony's got a business page. Hey Tamara, how are you? So Tamara, you doing personal page or business page? So for those of you attending the challenge, will you be using your personal page or your business page? Because I'm going to give you different strategies depending which page you're on, which we'll move on to in the next couple of days. But let's talk about your setup. The first thing that you want to do, so those of you in the challenge, you want to claim the fact that you're going in a challenge. You want to claim it, you want to own it, you want to announce it. You all went, that makes it real. Now I'm really scared. So even if you're not participating in the challenge, maybe somewhere in the future, you're going to go live. So own it going live. Those of you that want to participate in the challenge, do a post on your page going, I am so scared. I've just committed myself to a 14-day video challenge starting next week. So you're going to be seeing me on live on this page. Please be nice to me. I'm really scared, but I'm going to do it for my personal development because I really understand how this important is for my personal growth and doing something that scares me and getting out of my comfort zone. So claim it, guys. Tip 1 is to claim the fact that you're doing it and see if you can get some friends to do it with you. Get them into my group up above, give me their names, send me a message saying such and such wants to join us so I can add them onto my list of the people that are participating, get them into the group. So when I actually go like day 1, okay, guys, this is what we're doing. Day 2, this is what we're doing. Day 3, this is what we're doing. Here's my suggestions for you. If you're doing a business page, maybe do this. If you're doing a personal page, maybe do this. Like I'm going to give you those ideas in the group. This is the setup for you. So I'm telling you, claim it. If you claim it, you're accountable to it. If you don't tell anybody you're doing it and you don't do it, then does it matter? Not really. Have you pushed yourself? No. Have you grown in any way? No, because you're backed out. So claim it, guys. Put a post on your page, so personal page saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've agreed to this. I'm going to go live 14 days starting December, what did I say, 11? Whatever date that I said before. Let me check that. That's really slack. Helen. 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we finish on Christmas Eve. So 11th to the 24th. And I stopped it on the 24th because I'm like, hey, it's Christmas Day. You may not want to go live. Christmas Day is a time for families, generally, depending on your religion and all those kind of things. But whether you continue past the 24th is your choice. The challenge is going to be the 11th to the 24th. So that's our 14 days. So claim it. So say on your video, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've agreed to this, but I really want to grow coming into 2019, but I'm going to start now. I'm going to push myself to be uncomfortable. I'm going to push myself to go on live video when I'm really scared to, whatever you want to say, but claim it, guys. And if you've got anyone that you can work with, if you are in a home-based business and you've got other people in your team that have never gone live, even if it's just your personal page, you haven't done a business page yet, you're not even thinking about a business page yet. This is about, and this is something I've had to learn, because I'm from corporate. I was very much business Helen, personal Helen. Corporate Helen, general manager, in a suit every day, lobbying politicians and all that kind of stuff. That was business Helen. And when I started in the online world, I'm like, no, this is business. I'm not doing anything on my personal page. I'm not, letting people what I knew. They're separate. But what I've come to learn is I'm not two different people. And at the end of the day, what we've got to learn with building a business online is people go from your business page and check you out. Whether you think they do or not. Like, you could have a cranking business page, but trust me, they will go over to your personal page and check out who you are as a person. Because people do business with people. People don't do business with objects. That might be the thing behind it, but people won't buy products off you unless they know, like, and trust you. People won't go into business with you unless they know, like, and trust you. So even though we have a business page and we might be talking about business stuff and sharing value over there, and I'll give you ideas if you want to do it on your business page throughout the challenge, but just remember, you are not two different people if you've got a business page, and people will go and check out who you are, what your Facebook, like, imagine this, you've got a business page that's doing okay, and they go to your personal profile and you haven't posted anything for 3 months, and they're like, well, that's a bit weird. They're on sort of social media building a business page, but there's nothing really on their personal page. That doesn't quite add up. But on your personal page, there's videos of you doing a challenge because you want to push yourself, and people will be thinking, I want to push myself too. I want to do something like that too. I want to get to that point. So now they're admiring you for your guts to do a challenge, because they're still sitting there going, oh, I could never do that. I'd love to be able to do that. You are leading the way. So let people know you're pushing yourself so other people can push their self. Let people know you're pushing yourself out of their comfort zone so they'll reach out to you and they'll want to know what you're up to, and they'll get curious about what you're doing, and then they'll start following you, and they'll go back to your Facebook page and start watching what you're doing because they're curious. Okay? So, that could be your first live. Julianne, tomorrow you should change your mind. You're going to do it on your personal page. Tomorrow you can do a blend. You could do personal page and business page if you were going to do that, because you're doing it 14 days in a row. So, I mean, this could be really good on your personal page anyway, and just saying I'm doing a challenge, or you could say do day 1. This is a good way to blend, guys. Day 1 you do on your personal Facebook page. Day 2, personal page. Day 3, and day 4 say, okay, day 4 of my video challenge, I'm actually going over and doing on my business page. So join me over there if you want to go and check that out. Great curiosity to get people over to your business page. Good idea? If that's a good idea, put some palm trees down below. So that way you can subtly let people know you're in a video challenge, you're doing a video on your business page, and they're like, what business page? What's she up to? I had no idea she or he does that over there. So you can blend the two tomorrow if you want to. Sean, 6 days to panic. Yes, Sean. But claim it. This is tip number 1 of today's video. Claim it. Tell people you're doing it. Tag some team members from your home-based business. Do it with them. Help them move out of their comfort zone. Amazing things happen when you move yourself out of your comfort zone, but it's not easy to move out of your comfort zone alone. So let's do it together and support each other. And if you stuff up, who cares? You did it. And you've got enough people around you, like at least 20 or 30 people around you, to still comment on and go, good for you for going live for the first time. You can support each other. Sandrine, I've just answered your question, can we do both pages? So I don't know if you want to do both pages at the same time. Perhaps blending, like I just described, Sandrine, would be a good idea to create the curiosity. And so you could say on your business page, you know, I am doing a 14-day video challenge. I am doing some of those videos on my personal Facebook page though. So if you want to catch those ones, feel free to, you know, friend request me or go over to my personal page. Get people from your business page to your personal page to get them to know, like, and trust you as a person. Win-win, guys. Win-win with blending and cross-promoting. Helen, got to go and pick up my kids. No worries, Crystal. See you on the replay. They sure will. They will check you out. Yeah, don't be disillusioned that a business page stops people from checking you out. I get a lot of friend requests from people that have come to my business page first. It's a scary thought of going live, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited for you, Sean. And I think you can be a guiding light to a lot of people, Sean, with your outlook in life and the growth that you've had. I'm really looking forward to what you're going to get out of this, Sean. I think it's going to be amazing. And this is what it's all about. It's about you guys growing, because I really care about you growing. And I'm so proud that, Sean, you even want to participate in this. It's amazing. It is scary. I admit it. Absolutely, Rob. Same, Sean. Scared shitless about this. I'm so glad you shared skitless. What did I say? Shared skitless. There's a new one for you. Shared skitless. That's so funny. It's good because you know why, guys? It means you're pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. And amazing things happen on the other side of that. And you know what I mean when I say, and those of you that watch me regularly, your brain is wired to not let you go there. Your brain is going to go, I'm so scared of this. I really don't want to do this. I'm going to back out. I can't do it. All those kind of things, because that's what your brain is wired to do, keep you safe. And this does not feel safe for you. This is not comfortable. But the fact that you're willing to do it together. Let me guide you to make it easier, and you get it done. I guarantee there's a whole lot of you that are going, oh my gosh, I did it and it felt good. And someone even commented, and then you fly on your own with video, and then you're going to get braver to create curiosity, intrigue around your business. And this is where you build an influence and social media brand and presence. It all starts here, guys. I want to see you guys grow. I really do. Blend it. Yep. Scary, but sounds like it's going to be a fun challenge. I will help get to know each other better. Yep, definitely. I'm excited. Let's get shared skitless together. I've claimed that now. Shared skitless. Funny. So yeah, amazing things to come. So the first thing, step one, the first thing that we're going to do is you're going to claim it. So, and if you don't claim it, there's no accountability for it. And if you don't do it, it doesn't really matter. But I won't let you do that. I don't want you to back out, because this is the beginning of something that's going to be really good for you. Okay? So claim it on your personal page or business page. Just let people know what you're doing. So when you do go live, they're not surprised. That's half the battle. What are they doing on live? Okay. So, and get some friends with you. So if you want some other people to join you, tag them in this video, share this video out. The more people we've got in there supporting each other and, able to comment on each other's videos, the easier, it will be for you. Shared skitless. Great quote to end 2018 with. Yeah, absolutely, Sean. This challenge is so much out of my comfort zone. I'm so happy about that, Tony. That's awesome. But you must do it to build your business. So unless you get over it, like a lot of you will listen to training videos and listen about how important Facebook Lives are, but you still don't do them. This is your chance to just jump over that hurdle and get it done. But I'm going to give it to you in a really subtle way so it's not so scary. Okay? Yeah, shared skitless. Crazy. So the first thing we want to do to that entry point to not the shock value on your personal page, or if you haven't got live on your business page. On your business page, it might be something like, one of the scariest things about building a business online is really realizing the strength and the power of doing live video. I will admit it's something that I'm really fearful of doing, but I know how important it is, so I'm going to start doing it myself. I'm going to be doing videos 14 days straight to help me get into the habit of it. I'm going to be doing a blend on this page and my personal page, so this is going that way now, business to personal. So I hope you'll support me in this new journey, and just to, show other people, the importance of live video, or that I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone, because I know if I want to be successful in my business, I have to push myself and my personal development. So that's how you might frame it on a business page. Personal page might be what I said before. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I've agreed. Helen's twisted my arm to be part of a 14-day video challenge. So watch out. They may be bad. They may be ugly. But I'm going to do it because I really want to grow as a person. People admire that, guys. People will look up to you and they'll sit back going, I wish I could do that. So this is the beginning of your influence online. It's like, you know what? If they can do it, maybe I can too. You got no idea who you'll influence that may be watching and watch the replay that will just think, wow, if they can do it, maybe I can do that too. So people can start looking up to you without even you knowing it. You would be surprised at the impact that you can have by just going live, but being raw and authentic about why you're going live. And at this point, if you've never gone live before, it's just about personal development, and pitch it that way. So just say you're doing a challenge to help yourself grow because you want, and what a perfect time, guys, moving into a new year. Moving into a 2019, you want 2009 to be a good year. Who doesn't? Who's going to sit back at the end of the 2018 and go, well, that year didn't work. I didn't achieve what I wanted in my business. I didn't get the things that I thought I would in 2018. So let's start again in 2019. You're starting already. You're going on live video. People are looking up to you and going, wow, that's pretty cool. Maybe I should think about that too. So you'll have more impact than you know. You will have followers and fans just by being yourself. Absolutely, Tamara. Just be yourself. If people don't like it, they're not your tribe, guys. The whole purpose of being yourself and being on live video is that you will attract your own tribe by your vibe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. If people don't like it, if they unfriend you, if they don't want to listen to you, they're not your tribe. That's okay. We want people to weed themselves out on social media so you can get the tribe, because people will resonate with you and some people won't. There will be people that love you on social media that don't love me for whatever reason, and vice versa. There are 2 billion people on Facebook every month. There is enough people for all of us to find our tribe. But you've got to start with live video. So step number 1 is you're going to claim it. Put a post out somewhere claiming it, and then put a couple of posts up leading to it so people know that you're going to go live. And then that's not so daunting for you to go from nothing to going live. You're warming people up to the fact that you are going live. Rob, it is scary, but you're so right, pushing us out of our comfort zone. Yeah. And if I'm any kind of mentor to you guys, I need to push you. If I just sat here and went, do it when you're ready, it's okay, you don't have to do it. If that's what I said to you, then I'm not being a good mentor to you guys. So I want to push you because I know what you're going to get on the other side, okay? So bring other people with you into this challenge if you can. Tag them and let them, hear. You don't have to do the convincing. Let them hear this video and they can make their mind up if they want to do something like this, or not. The second thing, we need to move on. The second thing I want you to do is look at the security settings of your Facebook page. So this is, if you're going to do it from a personal Facebook page, make your content public. So if your Facebook page is in lockdown and the only people that can see stuff of yours is your friends only, you are really limiting your potential in becoming an influence and creating momentum in your business. So what I would recommend you do, now if that scares you a little bit because of pictures of your kids and what, I've got over that now. I had all of that, way back when, but everything of mine is public now. So people don't need to be a friend of mine to see all my content. You can just go to my Facebook page now, just press the follow button. You don't need to friend request me. You'll see all my content of everything I do. If there was something majorly personal that I wanted my friends to see on Facebook, but I didn't want all those public people to see, when you do your post, you can pull down the tab and say friends only. So you control the content. If it scares you to make your content public, then that's a security safety net for you. If there's something personal that you've got that you only want your friends to see, then you can protect that content and make that post friends only by pulling down the little tab and making that particular post friends only. So if your Facebook page is public, you still have the option to protect, private stuff. If the reality is, guys, if you want to build a business on social media, if you want to attract people to you, if you want to, gain momentum on social media, build a brand on social media and get people listening to your content, your Facebook page, your personal Facebook page needs to be public. So there's two areas that you want to go into. So you go to your personal profile, do this on a desktop computer. Okay, you go to your personal profile. You're going to click down the little arrow button and go down to settings. And there's two places that you want to look at. You want to look at the privacy setting. So that option will be on the left-hand side, and you go to the heading that says privacy. And it'll say up the top who can see your posts. So unless you've changed it before, it probably says friends. Pull down that option and change it to public. If you're going to do live video and you want to grow your business on social media, make your content public, okay? The other thing that you want to look at is also on the left-hand side, there's a heading called public post. This will have at the top, who can comment on my stuff, friends or public. So make it public. If there's somebody that gets on your page that you don't like, and this happens to me, or they make inappropriate comments over and over again, like it's hi beautiful, I think I'm in love with you, all that kind of stuff. I get them, just block them. No, I don't give them a second chance. They're not there for the right reason. So you just block people that say something that is, inappropriate or not there for the right reasons. So you can still control that. But the two areas you want to look at is the privacy section, making your post public, and the public post, just changing that the people that can comment. So if somebody wants to interact and say, yes, I'd like more information, or good on you, you're so brave, that they can actually do that. Unless you've changed the public post section to be that people from the public comment, they actually won't be able to comment on your page. So you have to do both areas to make that sort of valid. Rob, I value you, and that's why I'm here. Thank you, Rob. Something I have to get over in order to grow. Absolutely. So it is scary, but once you do it and you do it again and again and again, you won't be scared of it anymore. But you can't not be scared of something until you do it. So we've got to help you do it, so then you're not scared of it anymore. And then I'll scare you in other areas. So we'll do one thing at a time. Okay, so am I making sense so far? If you understood what I just said, give me some palm trees down below, or some likes and loves that you just understood what I said about the privacy. So obviously your choice. I would never force you to do that if you are really fearful of that. But the reality is, if you want to build a business on social media, you want people to see your content. If somebody accidentally comes across you, or somebody wants to share your video because they're like, that was awesome, I'm going to share that. Maybe you do a personal development video and say, look, I read this amazing book and it's called The Secret, and I watched the video, and what I learned from that was XYZ, and it's really changed my outlook on life. And, and I'm sharing this message with you because I think it could be something really powerful for you. So somebody listens to that on your Facebook page and they're like, that was a really cool message, I want to share it. Unless you've got it public, they can't share it. So that's why you want to make your content public. So if somebody wants to share your content and help you get organic reach out in big Facebook land, you want your content to be public, because unless it's public, they won't be able to share your content. Okay? So you don't want to be stuck pushing yourself to do Facebook Lives. You've finally done it. Somebody loves your message that day, and you say, if you think somebody can get, what's the word I'm looking for? If you think somebody can get value from this message, please share this message out so other people can hear it. They go to press share and nobody can see it because you haven't made your public content. You haven't made your, man, I'm going backwards around sideways today. What did I do? I'm moving on, guys. I'm moving on. Why am I tongue-tied today? I'm not sure why I'm tongue-tied today. Helen, hello, Helen. How are you? I can't see comments again today, so that's why I keep looking down, looking at my other phone. Thank you, Helen. Really valuable content. Awesome. Hello, David. How are you? I think I've got a call with you. Strategy call with you tonight or tomorrow night. So I look forward to see what's going on in your business, talking to you about that. So that was tip number 2, is that we want to make our stuff public, especially if somebody wants to share our content, that they can actually do that. And that's the gold, guys. Somebody shares your content and then somebody else shares it and then somebody else shares it, and then suddenly more people are looking at your content. And they're like, how inspirational is she? Or how inspirational is he? That's awesome. Okay, so that's tip number 2. Now, tip number 3, before we start next week, for those of you that are in the challenge, so before the 11th, and even those of you that don't want to participate in the challenge, but you've never gone live before, tip 3 is still relevant, to you. Test going live before you go live on the 11th. So test the tool of Facebook Live and practice if you've never done it before. So some of you that are in the challenge would have already gone live and you know how all the buttons work. Some of you will not. And just that alone is for you. So test it. Now I want to give you 2 options to test it without actually going live on your personal page or your business page. So there's 2 options. I'm going to go live in my social media, the link's up above, social media strategies for home business owners. I'm going to go live in that group today and explain what's going on in the challenge in case those people haven't watched this video. And I'm going to mention in that video that if you want somewhere to practice that's in a safe zone and you're in that group, you can go live in that group and just literally say, hey guys, I'm just going live for the first time. I've taken up Helen's invitation to use this group as a test group, so I'm just pressing buttons and going live. So hi, this is really scary. That is a safe zone, and if there's anyone that's watching you at the time, they'll probably comment, well done. We're all supporting each other in this journey. So there's a safe space that you can test it. If that's still too scary for you, then the other option, so go to your personal Facebook page, pull down where all the settings and all that kind of stuff is, and create a group, a secret group, and you and one other person are the only people in the group. Call it test group. So it's secret. When it's secret, nobody can see it. Nobody can see that the group exists because it's secret. The difference between closed and secret, a closed group, people can still see that the group exists. A secret group, no one can see that that group exists unless you share the link with them. So nobody knows this group exists. You create a secret group and you go live to yourself. Nobody's in the group. It's called test group. It is only for the purpose of you testing out live video in your own group so you can push buttons, you can play around with the filters, you can get a feel for how it actually works, and no one's watching because no one's in the group except you and perhaps one other person. Okay, so there's your second option to test going live. So if you don't want to go to the trouble of doing that, just go live in my social media strategies group and tell people, guys, I've taken up Helen's invitation to go live for the very first time in this group. I am so scared of doing that. And people will comment in and go, good for you. You'll get support there. So you can test it in there. So that's not on your public page. It's not on your business page. It's just giving you an opportunity to push buttons and find where everything is. If you don't want to do that, create a closed group and go live to yourself. Safe zone. So I want you to do that before the 11th if you're participating in the challenge, if you've never gone live before. So at least you know how to push the buttons. Okay? Few comments. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Helen. I'm reading Sean now saying Helen. I'd rather go live to the group so I can receive feedback from others. Awesome, Sean. I love that. I would rather you actually go live in that group than sit on your own in a secret group and go live to yourself. But if you are really, really, really that scared, it's an option. But then you've got this group sitting there and whatever. So I would prefer you to go in the group so you can just be honest and real about it and get feedback from others, get support from others. So by the time you go on the 11th, on your maybe your personal Facebook page, you're not so scared. Okay, so a little tip for you guys. If you've never done this before, just finishing off this third tip. So how do we do it? So are you going to play? That's the whole purpose of, going in the group is to play. And maybe you push the wrong button, but at least, that didn't work. At least you know because you've tested it rather than going live on your personal page for the first time and you completely stuff it up and now you're embarrassed and you're like, oh, I can't go live tomorrow because I completely stuffed that up. You can test this. So if you've never done this before, just quickly on your personal, this is my business page, but on your personal page or your business page, you're just going to your page. You are going to, as if you would do a normal post. Now on your personal profile, it's going to, on your personal profile, you're going to have a little red video camera and it says live. So you're just going to do a normal post. So you're going to click on that live. No, light's no good. Sort of. You're going to click on the live button and then and it says tap to add your description. You always want a description on your lives. Don't ever skip that step, guys. You always want a reason why you're going live. So you tap on there and you could simply put test Facebook Live. This is my first Facebook Live ever. I'm just playing with buttons. That could be your description. So if you do that in my group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, people know that it's your very first Facebook Live and it's a test. So even better when the description is there. So always put a description before you go live. On a business page, you'll go in to do the normal post and you'll still see the red icon. It'll just be in a slightly different spot. So you want to press that little video that says live, push that button in, put in the description of what the video is about, okay? So then we put that description in and we press done. So the description is done. If you want to play around with filters, they're sitting there for you to play around with. You could even do that on your first Facebook Live. So go live and then there's can you see, which way am I going? That little wand there, that's what brings up the filters, okay? So you might not choose a filter, you might go live, but while you're live, like on my screen now, that little wand with the star on the end is still at the corner of my screen. So while I'm live, I can tap that button, which I'm going to do right now. And it's stuck. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, my whole screen's stuck. Can you still see me, guys? I can't see anything now. Nah. Let me go back here. That doesn't normally happen. That was a bad example. Am I still live, guys? Oh, I'm frozen. It looks like I'm frozen. Oh no, don't do this to me. Oh no, I'm still live. Am I still live, guys? So you're just sitting there waiting for me to come back. Thank you, Rob. My whole screen was frozen. So that was not a good example for you, but what I'm trying to just get across to you guys, sorry about that. when I pushed the little wand, my whole screen froze. But that's exactly why you want to test. So when you're going live, push buttons, the camera to reverse your screen. So if you're doing a live and you go, guys, I want you to see this view, it's amazing. You can push the little camera down below and flip your screen. That's what you want to test in a test video. So play around with the buttons, play around with the filters, have a go. Then press the finish button when you finish live, and you'll notice it'll come up with, do you want to delete it or do you want to post it or share it? It'll say different things on personal profile to business profile, but it does give you the option to delete. Please don't delete, guys. That is fabulous for you to look back on in your journey of personal development from your very first Facebook Live to where you end up in months to come, 6 months time, years time, to look back on your very first video. So if you can refrain from deleting, I would highly encourage you to keep it and post it anyway. And then, you know, you could do another test video and go, oh my gosh, guys, I'm just doing another test. I stuffed up, whatever. So just do a test. Okay. Yes, still live. So I'm looking at the camera thinking I'm not live, and you guys are all staring at me going, yes, Helen, we can see you. So all good. Now, the last thing I want to say to you with the setup of the video is portrait versus landscape. I want to explain the difference. So I'm live at the moment on landscape on my phone. The reason why you want to do landscape preferably is so you don't get, have you ever seen a Facebook Live on Facebook with the big 2 grey bars down the side of the video? Just send me some likes and loves if you've seen that before. The reason why you see those big thick grey bars down the side is because they've done their video in portrait mode. So I would highly recommend that you do all your Facebook Lives in landscape mode, because then it fills the whole screen. Now, just one last thing. If you did your live in landscape mode and you looked back on your live and you were sideways, it means your screen is locked. So you've got a lock on your screen. So when I go like that, so you can tell that when I go that or that, my screen flips with me. So that's what all phones do. But I can lock my screen. So if I went like that, when I lock my screen, it's still going to appear the other way because it's locked in that view. So let's say you go live and you go live this way, and you actually appear on screen sideways. It means that you've got a lock on your screen. That's why you want to test doing live video before we actually go live on the 11th if you want to participate in the challenge. Am I making sense? Put the word yes down below if you followed everything that I've said. So you can all still see me. Orientation lock. Thank you, Sean. Orientation lock is the technical term for it. You're full of goods, aren't you, Sean? So, okay, yes is coming in. Okay, that's long enough. I've talked long enough. The 3 major tips to get you started. I hope that gives you a bit of safety in knowing that you can practice it before we start on the 11th. So by the time we get to the 11th, you're going to know what you're going to talk about. You've already done it once before. Do it more than once if you can. So by the time you get to the 11th, if you're participating in the challenge, that you're actually quite comfortable pushing the button and talking on your personal page because you've gone live in my group or in a closed group that you create, completely up to you. But the biggest thing for now is to claim it. Claim that you're doing it. Announce it, okay? So do it. I'm here to push you because I want to see you win in your business. So thank you guys for those of you that have stayed on all this time. Hopefully valuable for those of you, particularly in the challenge, to set you up properly so it's not as scary when we come around to next week. If you've got anyone that wants to participate in the challenge that's not in my group, then click that link above, get them into the group, ask to join the group. Even if you don't want to participate in the challenge but you're curious about what I'm talking about what to go live about, get in the group anyway and just watch what we're doing. But the accountability of the challenge will be done over there, okay? Love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. If it was valuable, put the word value down below. Yes, Sean, you're full of surprises. Valuable, valuable. Thanks, guys. I will see you same time, same place tomorrow, so I'll catch you then. Bye.